Tell me a little bit about, you had a local sort of activism issue lead to your real engagement in politics. Tell me a little bit about how that came about.
Well, my husband and I were building our forever home in the Boone Grove area right next door to my grandparents. And about a month before move-in day, we got news that they were going to try to site a landfill basically right across the street from our place. 353-acre landfill, which would have been quite disappointing to live next to.
Not exactly what you want next to your forever home.
Exactly,
Not
exactly.
Even your temporary home,
no, and my
home.
family's been on that property for generations. I live there now, so of course I got involved, and I realized I didn't know a whole lot about what was going on as far as planning for the county, and what was coming next, who even were the powers that be that make those decisions. Well, after that, there was a seat open on the council, the Porter County Council, and I had some people approach me and say, hey, we have this opening and we're looking for somebody to caucus in. Would you be interested? And I said, sure. What do they do?
Yeah.
So my learning curve, my next learning curve in life started up, and I jumped in and really worked hard at climbing that curve, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy working with people and heading the county in a direction I think it should go for future generations. One of the things I do every year is I'm part of the Student Government Day that comes through Valpo High School, and so I spend a day, the kids run for election, and I spend a day with whoever wins county commissioner.
Okay.
And I take the student around with me and show them all the departments, and they're always really surprised, I think, by the number of departments and just by the job of commissioner at the county level. Everybody knows what the mayor does. Everybody really gets a good feel for the state offices and the city offices, but people forget about the county. And we've had some just amazing kids come through. I think people get too focused on national politics, and that's when they start feeling like it doesn't matter. When the reality is the local politics probably affect their daily lives a heck of a lot more. And those are the races that are won by a handful of votes sometimes. Jessica Bailey, our new clerk, is doing a fantastic job trying to bring awareness, and she just brought to us the contract for a voting van that we will put voting equipment that we already have in the van and take it to different locations. And there's some other places around the state that have done this already with great success. And people worry, I've heard, well, she's a Democrat, she's just going to take it to the Democrat areas, and then when a Republican comes, but there's a check and balance, of course, and the election board has to unanimously approve any location that the van goes to and takes votes, and that's a bipartisan board, so it should be fair. Well, I actually get the opportunity to do that. I go talk to different schools for career day occasionally, and that's what I always say. Just go do it. It doesn't take a special, wonderful person. When, like I told you earlier, my first response was, what do they do?
Yeah.
And I've figured it out, and people that I work with come from all walks of life and all different levels of education and all different fields of education, and they're the future leaders. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the only thing you want to do. You don't have to be involved in national politics, and you just got to get in there and have a desire to make your community a better place to live.